What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Gino, and today we got episode 1 of, what am I gonna call this? What are we gonna call it? Let's call it, we just gonna call it the $200 to $100,000 flip challenge. Before we get into it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, follow the journey. Let me know what the hidden word is at the end of the video. Without further ado, let's hop into it. So I started this challenge the week of June 9th. The goal for this week was just $100. So we started with $200. We're just trying to make it grow 50% every week. This is week 1. So with $200 investment, we're just trying to get $100. And so this week I took a total of 3 trades and I won 2 of them, lost 1 of them. So let's go ahead and hop to the charts to see exactly what trades I took. Let's go. There we go. So this week, these are 3 trades. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and look at the first one. So basically I trade on I usually look at try to find the daily bias by looking at the previous daily candlestick. So I use the daily time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and 5 minute. So I found out that my daily bias for this day would be bullish. So basically what I saw was, since I figured that was going to be bullish, I was just patient. I usually wait 30 minutes before I even trade in the session. So during that time, before I traded, we come down, we create this fair value gap, which I drew out, and I was like, if we really want to be bullish, then I want to see this fair value gap get disrespected. So what happened? We come up, we disrespected it, so now I'm looking for an inverse fair value gap. So basically I'm just looking for a price to come back down, hit this fair value gap, and then if we respect this, then we'll go to our TP more than likely. So basically all I did, I just waited for us to come for the retracement. Boom, it was perfect. As soon as we hit this box, I got in for my contract. I was just targeting $2 because the delta was saying that I needed $50. I needed $50 for my 25% return because like I said, I'm trying to just take 2 trades a week, 25% return. So I just needed $50. And the delta on this contract was 26. So delta means whatever. Delta is basically how much money you make per dollar move. So it was 26. So for every dollar it moved, I would get $26. So if all I needed was $50, I just needed to move $2. So entry is 529, basically 530, and then I end up getting out up here about 532, and so that banked me 50. I think it was $54 in total, and so that was the first trade of the challenge. Started off with a bang, and that was on Monday. So let's go ahead and move to the next trade. Let's see. All right, so this was Wednesday, June 11th. Let's see. And this one this one hurt because I believe that I had tried to trade on my funded challenge, and I think I had took a loss the day before, and so my psychology was maybe a little bit off, and I was really patient this day. I was really patient because I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure like the daily bias was saying bullish. So I was like, okay, it should be bullish. And this was CPI. And I was excited because I was like, okay, this is a chance to make a good amount of money on CPI because you usually have good price action. But we had this move right here. We go up like crazy. We come back down. I should have known we were bearish as soon as this fair value got disrespected. Because we shouldn't be... We should have probably held a little bit better than what we did because we broke down like this, and so I should have probably known that this was like a bearish setup, but I still didn't get in though really quickly. I was still patient. And so I was waiting. And then this also should have been another confirmation because there's no fair value gaps. You had this baby one, but there was no real strength in going up. And so then we had this big move. And I was debating. I was like, man, I feel like this is just a fair value gap. This is some strength. This could be a fair value gap for us to just go down. But I try to stay true to my strategy, my bias. And so the daily bias was telling me that we were gonna be bullish. So I took the trade trying to go up. But good thing about this one, I was able to cut it really quickly. I think I ended up losing 20% on that. I ended up losing like 20 bucks on that trade. So that was an L. So Monday we got a dub. Wednesday we got an L. Then let's come over to Thursday. Let's see. So this was an interesting trade. Interesting. And I say that because we got this move down from yesterday. So now my daily bias has switched. The previous daily candle was bearish, means going down. So basically, I was like, all right, bet. I'm looking for sales now. And so we were going up, and I'm like, okay, we're going up. And like, what can I target? So on the 15 minute, I think it was 15 minute, I saw a fair value gap on the 15 minute right here. And you notice we still kept going up, but I also saw the same fair value gap on the 30 minute as well. So I used a 30 minute. And so I was like, okay, as long as we hold in this box, we should still be bearish. But we just kept going sideways. And this is what I mean. What I was talking about in my intro video about buying contracts a week out. This is why I would buy a contract a week out or 2 weeks out instead of buying it to expire today or the next day. Because if we look, it was just straight consolidation. There was not really any money to be made here at all throughout this day. If I would have had contracts that expired today or tomorrow, I would have got killed. I would have lost majority of my money. But because I bought contracts that was a week out, 2 weeks out, I'm fine, I'm chilling. And so basically, it never hit past our stop. And so I was like, okay, if I'm seeing this structure and we're starting to go down, I was like, I could take my money out and wait, or I could just leave it in there and we may get a drop because pre-market, post-market. And I say that because we've been getting some crazy moves recently after hours and before the market opens. So I was like, okay, let's just wait and see what happens. I just hold the trade, so I sit on it. This one's like a swing trade. So I was like, okay, bet. I sit on it, and then I get these notifications at night, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, we just had crazy drop. Because some crazy news came out, I'm pretty sure, and then we just massive drop. So I was like, all right, bet, I'll hold it. We end up coming next day. We open. We started to go higher. I was starting to lose a little value, but I was like, I feel like we'll come back down for the day, and I should get a little cash out of this. And this was crazy because I literally was gonna hold for even longer here, but I was like, I'm gonna be upset if we end up having a reversal and coming back up, because technically the daily bias was bullish. So I don't really want to sit in here too long and then get killed and then get no money. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and take the money, because all I needed was 70 bucks, because I made 54, lost 20, and so that left me with 34 bucks, and my quota is 100 bucks, so I needed $70. And at this point I was already up 150, so I was up twice that. So I was like, I'll go ahead and take it. And as soon as I get out, bruh, it's like these folks be listening in when I trade. Like, as soon as I get out, we just tank, and I could have had an extra like 100 bucks, 125 off the rip. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I would have just waited, like, what was that, 30 minutes longer, I could have had an extra 125, and the quota for the next week would have already been met. But it is what it is. At least we came out with some profit. So that was the third trade. Okay, so if we had like you said, we had a $54 day. We had a $54 day, and then we had a $20 loss, and then we had a $155 day. So we ended off the week up 189 bucks. Our quota was just 50%. We almost made 100% in 1 week. Let's go ahead and clap it up. Let's go ahead and clap it up. You feel me? Week 1 complete. We hit our quota, almost already doubled the account. So we're doing good. Next week, we're already ahead a little bit. That means that since we are basically 90 bucks ahead, we only needed 150 to complete week 2. So we only need 60 bucks next week, and we'll be hitting our quota. Already we started on a good note, which is good, but as these numbers get bigger, it may be a little bit tougher, but we'll just see. As long as I just keep doing what I'm doing, stick to the percentages, stick to good trades, we should just keep seeing this snowball effect. But that's all I got for this video. If you stayed to watch the whole thing, you're a real one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe so you can see the next episode and follow along. And also let me know what the hidden word was in this episode. Until next time, peace.